This is West African Voice Network.
Hello and many thanks for joining us on Newswave on West African Voice Network. I am Fatima Ibrahim. We'll begin with the latest development as Côte d'Ivoire firmly denies involvement in failed Burkina Faso coup attempt, demands proof. The Ivorian government has strongly denied any involvement in the recently failed coup attempt in Burkina Faso, calling on the Burkinabe authorities to provide concrete proof to support their claims. Speaking after the Council of Ministers meeting on Wednesday, Ivorian government spokesman Amadou Coulibaly denounced the repeated and unsubstantiated allegations made against this country. He reiterated that Côte d'Ivoire firmly rejects any association with a failed plot and instead reaffirmed its long-standing commitment to enhancing security cooperation with its neighbor. The minister's remarks followed a televised statement by Burkina Faso Security Minister Mahamadou Sana, alleging that those involved in a coup had fled to Côte d'Ivoire and that the operation was allegedly coordinated from Abidjan. In response, Ivorian authorities have demanded credible evidence to support the accusations. They reiterated their commitment to regional peace and collaboration, highlighting the historical, cultural, and human ties shared between both nations. And to developments in Mali, authorities oppose early release of convicted war criminal Hassan, urges ICC to reject request. The Malian government has strongly opposed to the early release of Hassan Ag Abdul Aziz Ag Mohammed, urging the International Criminal Court to dismiss the appeal as both flawed and unjustified. This comes as the ICC Appeals Chamber reviews a request submitted on 12 March 2025 by Hassan's defense team under Article 110 of the Rome Statute, seeking a reduction in his 10-year prison sentence. Hassan, arrested in April 2017 and transferred to The Hague, was convicted in June 2024 of war crimes and crimes against humanity committed in Timbuktu between April 2012 and January 2013. He was found guilty of 8 serious offenses and was sentenced in November 2024 with time spent in pre-trial detention accounted for. According to the Rome Statute, convicted individuals may request a review of their sentence after serving 2/3 of the term. Hassan's lawyers argue that his pre-trial detention meets this threshold and justifies early release in the absence of an appeal. However, Mali has firmly rejected this line of reasoning. In its submission to the ICC, the government criticized the process for lacking proper consultation with the victims and contended that the legal grounds for sentence reduction remains unmet. And now to regional matters, the RC and M23 rebels agreed to ceasefire during peace talks in Doha. The government of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the M23 rebel group have agreed to a ceasefire, according to a joint statement released following negotiations in Doha, Qatar. The truce comes as both parties explore a broader peace deal after months of deadly conflict in the eastern region of the country. The agreement, announced late Wednesday, includes an immediate cessation of hostilities and a firm rejection of hate speech and intimidation. Both parties urged local communities to respect the terms of the deal and contribute to efforts aimed at restoring peace. The ceasefire is expected to hold throughout the ongoing negotiations and until a final resolution is reached. And celebrating excellence in leadership, Burkina Faso's president honored with Grand Commander of Peace title by International Peace Organization. The United Nations Peace and Governance Council UNIPGC has conferred the prestigious title of Grand Commander of Peace (GCOP) on Burkina Faso's transitional leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. The honor was presented at the 14th edition of the Pan-African Leadership Symposium and Honors Palish held in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. The UNIPGC recognized Captain Traoré for his exemplary leadership and unwavering commitment to transformational development across Africa. Accepting the award on behalf of President Traoré was the senior advisor, Dr. Samuel Kalkondo, who also delivered a goodwill message during the ceremony. It was joined by top diplomats from Burkina Faso's embassy, consulate, and High Commission in Abuja and Lagos. The award was ratified by the UNIPGC Supreme Council, led by its global president, His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Jonathan Ojada, and endorsed by the Event Steering Committee, chaired by the former Vice President of Liberia, Her Excellency Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor. This recognition adds to growing regional and international acknowledgement of President Traoré's role in promoting peace, stability, and progressive governance on the African continent. As those are today's top stories on Newswave on West African Voice Network. For more news from across the region and beyond, visit wavn.org. You can also stay connected with us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at WAVN News, and on TikTok and YouTube at West African Voice Network. I am Fatima Ibrahim. Thank you for watching.